Alright, let's do a pick a card reading, I guess. We have the Godiva Santa Claus, and we have a candy cane that I got from the dollar store. I've been going through a lot of things, so I just want to do a pick a card reading today. I'm not going to get into any of my issues, but I am trying to have a fundraiser, which nobody's given money to. But anyway, it is what it is. I will be putting my Etsy and my eBay underneath the thing today, I think, if I do have time. And you can buy stuff or whatever. I do have some of my readings under there too, with the Etsy account. So if you would like a reading, you can ask me anything within 10 questions, let's put it to you that way, under the tarot card readings. Either written, where I send you a letter, or digital. So it is fun. So anyway, let's get into your pick a card love reading. Starting with, I guess, the let's do the Santa Claus one. Alright. Let's do Santa Claus first. We'll put him off to the side. We'll put the other one over here. Okay, so what are the characteristics of your beloved person? We have chestnut brown hair, brown eyes, humble, loyal, persistent, friendly, helpful, and trustworthy. And then on the other end of things, we also have brown hair, dark gray hair, dark black jet hair, thinning hair, receding hairline, a tease, a fidgety, psychic vampire. So you might actually feel a little either weak or kind of like enlightened by being around this person, which could actually be a false front. This person's energy can be very like draining. You might need to take a lot of naps, but it depends. There's a lot of different people in this reading, so take it how you perceive or what you're manifesting. Okay, so what's the attitude of your person in question? We have hard work is needed for plans to materialize, and they will often be stuck in either a dreamland or when disappointed too many times in their world of envying other people or having feelings of incompetence. Also, let's see. You may have two separate careers happening spontaneously. So they might have two jobs. They also might be a Libra or a Gemini. So yeah, they're doing too much, I think. Okay, so your attitude towards this person. I think it's more of a philosophy or higher wisdom that you're seeking with this person. That's why you're on this today anyway. But you're trying to seek out some information about this person. I think it's all just like, you're trying to figure it out. I don't think you've met this person. I just think that you're waiting on this person, and it could be taking a while. But I feel like a lot of things haven't been in alliance for this person for a while, so it's going to take a little bit longer of a wait. All right, so current life situation of your beloved person. So they create magic, but also rules all poisonous and unexplored areas of life. So I think that they're materializing a lot of stuff, but at the same time, there's jealousy afoot. So there's a lot of like tattletale and other things that are becoming current in their situation that they probably didn't want getting out there, So let's get to the cards. Channeling in a card, All right, so all right, this beloved person is bound to something. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, setting romantic goals, making plans in love, planning a future together, winning their hand, your hand, somebody's hand, getting a date, acceptance, overcoming self-doubt, and making friends. There also could be good collaborations, making plans, working with others, recognition, using other people's platforms for what they need, using power, partners to share workload, taking action, efficiency, high expectations. So there's a bit of a higher expectation. They're expecting the moon when they're getting probably, moon dust. But anyway, it happens. We have number 6 with your beloved person is your beloved person already close to you? We have the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is probably a no. I feel like this person might be far away from you. They might actually be in your area around January. I feel like you might meet in January, or you might be in passing in January. But let's see, moving from a relationship, reconciling after a fight, holiday romance, recovery, learning from past romances, new romance coming into difficult waters. Also, travel, transition, movement, and positive direction. Progress being made, leaving behind something, results on the horizon, transition, or moving on. So it's either you or this person that's moving on from a particular situation, but one of you kind of has to get closer to the other person. This person's at a distance, or they could be in a different country, or they could be going through a lot of different things. But it's either you make a transition, or you move, or you change your job or something, or they change their job and their position in their own life. So one of y'all has to get closer. So you have number 7, the current. To get closer to their person, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot in reverse. You don't really have to travel, it's a thing. But with the Chariot in reverse, you don't have to travel. You can stay where you're at. They'll come to you. One of you can be stagnant. The other one can be moving all around the place. Okay, so feeling loved, heavenly feelings, fulfillment, pleasure, and material existence, stable, and the fruits of labor, enjoying time alone and luxury. So this person might be taking a moment for the holiday season with family, maybe eating well, maybe trying to have self-care days, whatever. But trying to be the best person they can before meeting you, which is fine. And with the Chariot in reverse, there's no direction, and it's pointless and careless and tiredness to wait for this person. You have to live your own life. But at the same time, this person's trying to get in their mind span of what they want. So, you can wait for somebody, but at the same time, you do have to do something for yourself. You also have to look forward to your own life and things that are happening around you and what you're striving for. You can't always be waiting up for somebody, holding the door and all that stuff, to wait for somebody who may or may not come at that exact moment in time. It might be a surprise, actually. You might actually meet either on a dating app or out and about, so it depends. With my luck, I usually find people when I'm out and about. So, yay. Alright, so that was the reading for Santa Claus, the Godiva Santa Claus. I do think you're going to be meeting around January, probably the end of January or the middle of January. So look out for that. You might not really know who this person is right away, but through trial and tribulation, you might have some idea of who they are when you meet them. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here for the first group. Hope this helped out, and I will move on to the second group, all right? All right, so we have the candy cane. So candy cane group, the characteristics of your beloved. We have tall, green or hazel-eyed, 30 or 40 years old. They can also be petite, short, dainty, baby-faced. They have an innocent look about them. So they could look much younger than they are, which is fine. I look much younger than I am, and I'm like 34, and I still have a baby face about me. I haven't gotten a wrinkle. You know, it's weird genes. Anyway, attitude of your person. We have speaks from one's mental occupancy and the ability or inability to separate from the world of imagination and thought, and can come down to the real world where grounding is found. So this person might kind of be in like either AI, or they could be into video games, or, you know, fiction, nonfiction type of stories. I think all stories are fiction because people have to exaggerate them so they're interesting enough to be published. But yeah, I think it's something like that. They might actually be into like LARPing or real life role play or something to that effect. There's some type of fantasy in their life that they're indulging in too much. So let's see. Your attitude to this person. A person that has a need to take great financial risk. I feel like you might like to spend money, or they might like to spend money on stuff that may or may not be of value. With me, I kind of always go for gold or Bitcoin. I had to restock some of my Bitcoin. But anyway, it might be that type of thing too. You might like Bitcoin, they might like Bitcoin. There's a lot of like different ways to get Bitcoin now, so you might be trying to restock Bitcoin. But have realistic goals about your Bitcoin, because if you have unrealistic, or you have kind of like you're going to try it, it might not be a safe bet. It's always good to, you know, invest a little bit more, invest enough where it's not going to make you broke or hungry. But, you know, you have to have a realistic look on Bitcoin. Okay, so current life situation of your beloved person. We have, this is a deep water sign. So they might be a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. So it might be. That allows no superficial feelings. As such, it is a strong bias in personal successes. Also, this is a passionate and physical person that can make a great instigator in the bedroom, or who is always up for trying new things. So this person is kind of one of those people that's going to be alright with anything you want to try, but, you know, at the same time, you might kind of want to do a give and take here. It might be a lot of fun. So we have, we finally have the cards. I decided to do this a little bit different, where I channel some, write down some, and kind of have, you know, my energy back. But it's fine. We have, is the beloved bound to anything? We have the Magician. The Magician in reverse is lack of energy, blocking communication, confusion, intentions, manipulation of others. So this person might kind of be taking everybody else's word on it, like what they should do about certain situations or relationships. And it's not healthy. If you want a relationship, you should be able to have a relationship with somebody. But I feel like they might be either obligated to like be part of like a group of people or a like fledgling company or something, and they don't have time to like be social, and it could be actually hurting their own sociability. Um, so let's see. Is your beloved already close to you, either in travel or? We have Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Acceptance of change. You will be cuddled. There will be a new start and new happiness, overcoming heartache, letting go of the past. So this person needs to let go of the past and stuff like that. But I feel like they might be kind of delaying their own like healing process from like a recent relationship. You might also not be feeling themselves where they feel confident enough to date. That could also be a thing. But I think it's more like the job. The job comes first, instead of like how they feel and their healing process and things like that. So I believe they are around you. It's just they're not ready, you know. It's always a problem. Some people just don't want to get ready for life. It's one of those things. But anyway, number 7, should the current get closer to their person? We have the 5 of Wands. We have the 9 of Wands. That beautiful card there with the frog. So we have rivals, competition, taking risks, making decisions, taking action in a long battle. And we have stamina, protection, magic, soul searching, inner peace, and pushing forward. So this person might actually be going through a lot at the moment. So if you're going to try to push forward or try to get this person to have a relationship with you or befriend this person, they might have a lot of baggage. You might have a lot of baggage too, and it might trigger your baggage. Triggering baggage is not good. It's going to be a fight before it gets anywhere near being a relationship. It's better to wait. It's better to be a friend and then it is to be a spouse or a significant other. But that's how the cookie crumbles. And if you didn't like this reading, that's fine. But there's some messages in there for you. There's some instances where it could be valid. Also, I need to raise money. So a lot of times I do love readings for that fact and that fact alone. I get more viewers, get more things going. And if you would like a personal reading or you want to have like a event reading, I started doing event readings, which were fun. I did that for the fair. The fair was a lot of fun, but it was exhausting. Let's see. I can do any question reading you have, even about things you can't talk about on YouTube, on my Etsy account, if you buy a reading for $4, or I believe there's one for, I think, $2 or $1. And then I have other ones. The Night of the Witch is the one that kind of goes into a darker plane of existence, which I think is fun. But yeah, if you want that type of reading, that's fine. I just have to get my my covet. I have a covet of cursed items that like to come out and play with items on the table. That is scary as fuck if you're witnessing it. But yeah, it's a good reading too. They give you a confirmed yes or no. This isn't Charlie crap. This is real fucking craziness. Like I can use like burning objects, like my little incense burner or my candle, and it will move the candle wick back and forth, or it will make the flame go into a yes or no. It's interesting. It's fun. A lot of people get spooked on that. I did that for Halloween too, on one of my other channels. But yeah, YouTube doesn't like witchcraft and shit. So like, if you do witchcraft on YouTube, you kind of have to be like a little bit, you know, kind of a cunt, you know, like, oh, like make it up or something. It can't be actual witchcraft. So I cannot do those videos. I can show you them, but I can't do them for money or anything. But I can do stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, if you want any type of reading, I am open to it. I will give you a video or a written manuscript of everything. Like I try to include like any witchcraft that happens, but some people don't like witchcraft. But yeah, I do have cursed items. I have a 1950s doll called Sweetie that is cursed. She moves a lot of toys and objects in my house, and she will also cause power outages. She is a force to be reckoned with, and she's a 4-year-old trapped in a doll. I have a cursed wine box that I think is like a Jewish witch in there or whatever from like the Holocaust. She is kind of like the Book of Shadows. She's a shadow in the room. Like it's intense. I can also bring a lot of seance people back and things like that. There was one seance where it got really reckless and my camera went out and I couldn't get my camera back on for 12 days. So that was a thing. But yeah, that one was interesting. The final question was was not one I wanted to ask, but I did. It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff. But yeah, the I think the only one that I don't like doing is the one with domestic violence. Like I've said before, that one hits home for me because I was a part of that. A lot of people think I'm rich, which is a lie, but yeah, I think I'm rich in knowledge where you can tell me anything. I won't tell anybody, but at the same time it's like if it comes to like a domestic occurrence, I do have to do my rights as a human being and make sure you're safe, okay? So I do take a little bit of liberty with that because I don't like it myself. It triggers me a lot. And there's other things that trigger me now, which after what happened last week, I think, yeah, in real life things trigger me a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of things. There's people that don't get spirituality or spiritual psychic abilities and they want to play with it or they want to like make it look like you're crazy or something. But like spirituality actually is in the Christian Bible, so good luck in court with that one. But yeah, there's a lot of people that, you know, I live in the South. Southerners are interesting people. But yeah, like they want everything to be tangible. Nothing in this world's tangible. Even the energy that comes from the sun isn't tangible. You can feel it, but it's not tangible. Existence isn't tangible either. So there's a lot of things. You can exist and touch things, but that's not really like, oh, here's existence. You can touch it, you know. But yeah, there's just a lot of conflicting things that I don't like. I like doing readings. That's what I like to do in my free time. I will be going back on OnlyFans with my feet fetishists. I just like the community. People are funny that way. But I myself don't like my feet, but seeing other people get excited about my feet is funny to me. Which I don't mind. I think it's cute for somebody to like stuff that I do. But I really just, have had a minute, and some people I like and some people I don't. But as far as my community of tarot readers and psychics and mediums go, we enjoy each other's company because we like what each other does, and we have different ways of doing things, and that's fine. That's our own individuality and stuff. I like writing things down. That's how I channel. But with other readers, it's like they just go off, and it's funny. But yeah, I think there's a few people that might be overdoing it a bit, but that's fine. I just like having, that thing that is amazing to somebody else. I like the magician theory of the whole thing. And a lot of people, they just don't believe it. They're like, that's not true. Like, and then it happens, and then, I'm the bad guy, but it's whatever. I'm too old to really care, and I'm too young to give up, It's a weird place to be. Anyway, hopefully you like this and my little rant at the end, but, it is what it is. I've been through a lot this year. I couldn't do my Halloween thing that I wanted to do because I was constantly having to deal with other things outside of my channel. This entire year was a bad year for me, but I try to be on here as much as I can, and I did all the readings that were requested of me, so I just feel like that's worth something. That's worth my time. People that are non-believers are not worth my time, and that's their thing or whatever. But hopefully you like this reading. It was short. It was nice. It was only 2 groups. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But for those that it did resonate for, I would just take time to get yourself right. Whether that's finding a job or making yourself feel better about things, and actually sitting down and taking stock of yourself and where you're going and why, and what you want to do with your life. It doesn't have to be a career that you do stuff with your life. It could be something that you're constantly working towards. Maybe you want to save money. Maybe you want to go see something. But make it worthwhile, and make sure that it's something your soul wants to. Anyway, I'll see you in the next reading, alright? Bye.